Hello, my name is Anke Oetjens and I would like to welcome you to the E-Academy. In today's webinar, Extended Producer Responsibility, EPR in Europe and Beyond. Special characteristics of international WEEE, but and packaging internationally. My colleague Florian Spreu will give you an insight into our international services as well as into selected developments in the countries we serve. At the end of the webinar, we will have a small Q&A session. If your individual question is not included, please send us an email or give us a call. Our team will be glad to help you. And now I hand over to my colleague and hope you will enjoy the webinar.
Thank you, Anke. And a warm welcome from Hamburg, dear ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to be your host today. Let us right away jump into the agenda of today. First, I would like to take a look with you at our e-system solutions, Take eWay and our team international. Then I will take you on a small ERP journey across Europe and beyond, starting with France, followed by Sweden, Poland, the United Kingdom, and the United States of America. I will share with you the latest developments, which were of greatest importance to us lately. Who are we? E-Systems is a group of companies based on three pillars. Tradability, focusing on the topic of product safety, respectively marketability. Get E-Right, acting as authorized representative in the joint context in both Germany and France. And Take eWay, your reliable partner when it comes to waste product stewardship. Jointly, we are operating on an international level and support since 2005 with our now team of 67 colleagues, a customer base which has grown to more than 6,000 producers. A strong focus we place on the multilingualism, which is very important to us. Due to that, we offer consulting in all major European languages, as well as Chinese. Especially Take eWay and the team international is extremely active in this international context. The topic of extended producer responsibility, our core competence. Our international team of 10 on a daily basis is monitoring the latest developments on the topic of product compliance of electrical appliances, batteries, and packaging in now 34 countries. We are successfully supporting a significant amount of customers to ensure compliant sales abroad and manage these days close to 1,600 international registrations. The key for success lies in staying up to date on a continuous basis, which leads me right away into my first topic, France and the Triman, an emotional topic of the last month. What happened? Comprehensive packaging labeling measures have been taken into account and introduced with the AGEC legislation, respectively law. In the future, a Triman obligation applies. It also applies to packaging, not requiring a separate recycling system. In addition, the crossed-out wheel bin cannot replace the Triman from 1st of January 2022. On top of that, new sorting information will be introduced. Currently, the French take-back system, CTO, is working on a catalog which will come into force after the approval by the French government. The obligation to affix such informational packaging will be due from 1st of January 2022, and then offering end users a guidance how to separate packaging. Symbols which can lead to confusion shall be defined in the future. The green dot is one of those symbols and shall disappear already from 1st of April 2022. Formal objection is currently in preparation, and I'm very curious what the outcome will look like. Certainly we'll inform you about the further developments in those regards. So far, exceptions apply as follows. There will be no penalties for packaging from EU countries where the green dot is mandatory. For example, Spain and Cyprus, until 31st of December 2022. Also, no penalties will apply for packaging or packaged goods with manufacturer's date before 1st of April 2021. For such goods, a transition period of 18 months applies. Furthermore, the crossed out wheeled bin can replace the Triman until 1st of January 2022. And generally, it will be mandatory to apply the Triman on all packaging from 1st of January 2022. As an add-on, I would like to highlight that oxo-degradable plastics, the microplastic root cause, has been banned with immediate effect and the placing on the market prohibited. Last but not least, a further elaboration of the ban on single-use products is being targeted by 2040. What is new in Sweden? Let's take a look. Also in Sweden, the packaging regulation experienced a change. Already in summer 2018, the Swedish government introduced new EPR regulations. Thereby, in the future, also foreign producers will be obliged to take on extended responsibilities. Entered into force on 1st of January 2021, it will be now compulsory for all products, respectively producers, to register with the Swedish Environmental Protection Agency, the EPR. In addition, the registration with a dedicated take-back scheme and reporting of put-on-market quantities is required. The related annual inspection fee of EPR amounts to 500 Swedish krona, which translates into roughly 50 euros. The first quantity report is to be submitted by March 2022 for the 2021 reporting period. Also, an authorized representative has to be appointed by foreign producers from 2023. The authorized representative will be in charge of registration and reporting towards EPR. Already now, our Swedish partner offers the registration and reporting without on-top charges, joining the dedicated take-back scheme. Certainly, we are more than happy to support you on that next steps. Let's move on to Poland, where we had to face a big challenge lately. In general, an obligation to register applies for all companies that are responsible for disposal. So far, so good. But to allow improved market surveillance, a new centralized database, also known as BDO database, has been launched in the beginning of 2020. A mandatory registration was and is only possible with the identification through a so-called official trusted profile. Not an issue to residents who hold such kind of identification, but a challenge for foreigners. Initially, foreigners were only able to perform the registration with a so-called BDO representative. Not an issue for producers of electronic appliances, as their authorized representative took care of the procedures. But battery and packaging producers were struggling. An additional issue was that packaging take-back schemes were not willing to take over the BDO representative service. But then we had the breakthrough. After months of work, countless emails and phone calls, and finally a visit to the Polish consulate, we were able to receive a trusted profile ourselves. Now, we can actively support our customers and act as a BDO representative ourselves. Another big topic, not only during the last month, the Brexit. As you all know, the UK withdrew from the EU as per 31st of December 2020. Positive outcome for the time being. The EU directives on EPR are incorporated into UK law, at least until 31st of December 2021. Therefore, for producers of electrical appliances and or batteries and or packaging with valid registrations, no changes apply for the time being. Also, the 28 days deadline for registration after first put on market still exists. In addition, the one-by-one take-back obligation in case the sales area for electrical appliances is larger than 400 square meter applies. Furthermore, organizing by the distributor take-back scheme, DTS, is not possible since 31st of December 2020 in case the annual sales exceeds £100,000 and actual retail stores in the UK avail. In such case, one-by-one take-back, respectively alternative collection points have to be established. DTS will be further available for producers until 31st of December 2021, but only in case the sales volume does not exceed £100,000. Then the producer directly selling to end users. We will very closely monitor further developments and certainly keep you posted. And now, let me proudly present for the very first time our new service, which after months of hard work on research and development of 2 of our team members has been established. We guide you across the Great Pond and are now able to ensure your compliant sales of electrical appliances and batteries in the United States of America. As a first step, we identify on state level whether your products are in scope. In addition, we take care of the registration with the appropriate state agency and the submission of a required waste management plan. Our partners take care of the collection and recycling of respective waste in accordance with a legal framework. On top of that, the reporting to the authorities in charge is being handled by us. And certainly, we keep on researching and stay put at all times. thank you very much, and I hand back over to Anke.
Thank you very much, Florian, for this very informative presentation. I would also like to thank you again personally for your attention. We hope the information was useful to you. As announced, we will have a small Q&A session. Concerning Triman, how about our electronic appliances and batteries? Do we have to label those accordingly?
A very good question, Anke, which we received quite a few times during the last weeks and months. And I want to highlight again that the Triman is based on packaging regulations, which means it does not have to be put onto electronic devices or batteries.
Okay. And then I have a question related to Brexit. What will happen after the 31st December of 2021?
Also, that one is a very good question. And as of today, we basically just don't know. What we have done so far within our organization is to establish a project team to look into the details and communicate closely, especially with our partners in the UK, but also the authorities. We are sure that we will have more on that topic during the next few months, latest by autumn this year, and will inform accordingly.
Great. And then one last question concerning the United States. We are planning to introduce our product in the United States in the near future. What kind of information do you require? What do the next steps look like?
As a starting point, it's rather simple. Should you have already signed our international service contract, it will be part of the international contract, and only a selection of the targeted states is a first starting point, let's say, because based on that, we can then start working and look into the details whether you require a registration in the United States or not. Should you not have an international contract in place yet, we would kindly like to ask you to sign the very contract, and we will then take it from there.
Great. Our team will be happy to answer any further question you may have. Write us an email and give us a call. I would also like to draw your attention to our wide range of webinars and seminars. You can find more information on our website, where you can register for events at any time. You're also welcome to subscribe to our newsletter, which automatically informs you about legal changes. We keep our interested parties and customers constantly up to date on the usual social media. Just take a look at our Instagram, Twitter, and co. We look forward to welcome you again soon and wish you a good day.